If you want to use your desktop computer to download the CGHI Lightroom presets and install them on your phone, you can start here, but you're ultimately going to have to transfer everything over to your phone. So once you get through the checkout process, you're going to get an instant downloadable link in order to download those presets, which will, if you're on your mobile device, will download there. If you come to my website, you can log in here to download those to your computer. I do have another tutorial on how to download those through your phone if you want to reference that. But if you want to do it on your computer, you'll go to my website at www.cghomeinteriors.com, scroll down to the bottom and click on User Login. When you make your purchase, you're going to get an email if you're a first-time user with login credentials. So that's what you would use here. If for some reason you don't get that email, or you're not a first-time user and haven't gotten that email, or thrown it away, or it's in your spam, then come here to request new password, and you'll enter your username or your email address, click on I'm not a robot, and email new password. Once you get that information, you can come back here to click on login. And once you're logged into the site, you're going to see a tab called Files. That's where you want to click because that's where your purchases are going to be, purchase or purchases. Click on the preset bundle that you purchased, and that's going to download it to the computer. So this is a zip file that will have to be unzipped. Within this zip file are written PDF installation instructions that will take you through the installation process step by step. I'm going to give you a little secret though. It is a lot quicker to do this on your phone through the Unzip app in my other tutorial if you have time to check that out instead. So this will take a moment to download. As you can see, it's 41 megabytes. So it's going to take just a moment. Now that it's downloaded, I'm going to click on that. This put the zip file in my downloads folder. And if I click on this here, it has a 2 next to it because I've done this before. So yours will just have the CGHI interior presets or fashion style presets, whichever you ordered. And these .dng images are all what we're going to send to Lightroom and upload in that app to get the preset settings. To do that, before you get started, you're going to want to click on this PDF here called CGHI Preset Instructions. This is a step-by-step tutorial on how to install your presets. If you're doing it this way rather than the instructions in my other video on how to do them through the Unzip app, then I recommend having this PDF up on your computer and using your phone for the rest. So before you get started, you need to make sure you have the Lightroom app downloaded to your phone. If you want to download the Unzip app to your phone, then you can do that as well at this point still. It just makes it, you get to skip a couple steps within this tutorial if you have that Unzip app on your phone. So what you'll need to do next is send each of those .dng files to your camera roll on your phone, which you can do through Dropbox if you don't have an iPhone, or you can do through AirDrop if you have an iPhone. So once you get those on your phone, you're going to go through each of the instructions here. So make sure you have the Unzip app downloaded on your phone, make sure you have Lightroom downloaded on your phone, and make sure you have all those DNG images sent to your phone. When you send them to your phone, they may appear blank, or they may just say .dng in the center here. That's okay. It's not a typical JPEG file, so sometimes it won't load in your camera roll, but that doesn't mean it's not there. So if you see them blank like this, that's perfectly fine. Next thing you're going to do is open up the Lightroom mobile app, and you'll see the front screen. You may need to skip through to get to this screen if you just downloaded it and are using it for the first time, then they try to take you through a tutorial. Once you get to that screen, you're going to create an album in here. So you'll click on that plus sign, and then you want to select album and name it CGHI Interior Presets or Fashion Style Presets, whatever's easiest for you to get to when you want to edit your own photos. So after you've created the album, you want to click on that, and then you're going to click on this photo icon with a plus to add those images from your camera roll, so that you're adding my images, not your own images at this point, because my images are the ones with the Lightroom preset settings that we're going to save, and then you'll be able to download your images and use the presets. So after you click that plus sign, you want to choose from camera roll. And that's because that's where you saved those images. So now you can see these all say DNG on them. So you want to select all of those. Make sure that you have the same number of DNG images in here as the amount of presets that you saw in that zip file. So right now I should have 10 with this interior preset bundle. Select all of those, and then you want to click on Add 10 Photos from the bottom there. Now all of those images are downloaded into that album that you just created. Next, you're going to open up that first image. So the first one that we have, I have them all labeled so that you can label these accordingly. So the first one that we are going to download the presets into is Crisp. So you'll want to click on these three dots in the upper right-hand corner. And then you're going to come down here to create preset and click on that. Make sure you take note of the name of this preset because you need to enter it here. So in the preset name, you're going to type in Crisp. And then you're going to click on this drop down arrow next to user presets. And you're going to say create new preset group. Label this group the same as whatever the bundle is you downloaded. So CGHI interior presets or CGHI fashion style presets. And then you'll click on the check mark to save that. And you'll get a message here that says Crisp was added to CGHI interior presets. So now you're going to go back and you want to do that for each photo. So you'll have to do that 10 times or 8 times if you bought the fashion and style presets. As of right now, I'll be adding more later and adding new bundles. But as of now, there is 10 in the interiors preset and 8 in the fashion and style bundle, preset bundle. So you'll need to do that every time, but this is the only time that you will have to do that. So it's kind of tedious the first time, but then after that, it is one touch editing and you're good to go. So go back and do that for each of those 10. Same thing, you're going to click open up the image, make sure you take note of the name, click on these 3 dots in the upper right corner, create your preset, and save. Now's the fun part. Since you've gone through all the work of installing your presets into the Lightroom app, you're going to open the Lightroom app to use them now. Click into that album. Now go to the bottom where you see the picture with the plus sign, click on that, and then from your camera roll you can select the photo that you want. So whether you've taken a photo with your iPhone or your Android, or you've downloaded it from your DSLR into your camera roll, you'll select that photo from here. So you can select multiple or just one, and then go down here to add photo. Select that photo from the options there. Now at the bottom, you're going to scroll over to presets, and it may default, if this is your first time in here, to user presets. So you'll click on that drop down, and then whatever you saved your bundle to, so whether it was fashion, style, or interior, click that, and it's going to open all of the presets that you just downloaded into Lightroom. So you can go through each one and see which one you like best down the list. So there's a couple in here that are new that I haven't released yet that you guys get a little sneak peek of. You should have 10 in your interiors bundle. So I think I really like this one, Ultra Light and Bright 2, but I also like, Awake. So depending on your aesthetic and your style, that's why I've created so many in these bundles so that you can pick your favorite out of here. And these depend on the original photo. So camera phones tend to take darker originals as opposed to a DSLR. So that's why some of these, like if I click on Crisp, it's pretty dark because this is an iPhone photo, where these darker ones, striking, vibrant, typically work for DSLR photos. However, if that's the aesthetic that you're going for, then by all means use that. But that's just why some of these will seem really dark or really bright. So usually when I select ultra light and bright 2 on my DSLR photos, it's blown out and it's way too bright. Sometimes it works. So just go through the list, and once you find one you like, you're going to click on the check mark in this lower right corner. And then if you feel like you need to do a little bit of additional editing, so let's say maybe it's a gloomy day and the preset that you normally use doesn't look like it normally does, and you need to adjust the brightness a little bit, you're going to scroll over here to the light tab, and then you can adjust the exposure in here. If you want more contrast out of that, if you want to increase or decrease the highlights in the photo, increase shadows, all these things make it brighter. So I don't want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and undo these. And then once you are ready to upload your photo, once you've got it where you like it, you click on this download icon at the top here. So third icon from the left on the top. And then you can save it to your camera roll. Select, I usually click the small 2048 pixels. If you want to do maximum available, you definitely can. This is personal preference. So I'm going to download that, and then it will save it to my camera roll.